has real Pennsylvania dirt on there. We had a great time plowing at Plow Day, but I did get handed my lunch, I will admit that. The first thing we did wrong was we kept what I'm told is the coulter. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Kept that on, and we kept getting last year's corn stalks all jammed up in there. That was horrible. So we took care of that. Took another pass and we were still getting clumped up. So then I was told to remove, I believe, what would this be, the weed stick? Sticks out the side. So these two are the 10-inch. We took the 10-inch, and it was a Cubs John Deere show with those 420s, 430s. What are they? Electronic 3-point in the back. They just dropped it down, go right through it. And then the next thing that we learned, or I don't know, to me it seemed that Sears is the only one that has that short neck on there, whereas most of them had twice as long of a neck, so it sat way out there on the back. I don't know if it makes any difference. It seemed to. And then the last thing that was pointed out to me is I should have had a polish on, and it was pointed out to me by multiple people. I even was told before I go to get a polish on there. I was thinking, well, dirt won't, you know, how does that get stuck on there, right? But it got stuck on there. But it was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. I mean, the last couple of days, get out here. It's amazing to see all of them get that field going in the tractor. You don't think about it.
As far as the tractor goes, it did really well. There was other garden tractors out there, including Sears, that did just fine. But I did notice a couple of things about. It was a hot day, running for a long time, and I don't like to run it at full speed. So I'll throttle it down. I actually like to ride it. I like to have the RPMs as, if I'm not working it, as low as possible. I think that's just cool driving around like that. But it was at about half throttle. You're constantly steering to your left, as I recall. You're leaning on the left fender. And I gotta be honest, guys, the engine lugged a little bit. The only other time I've heard these tractors lug is when I pulled that trailer full of firewood, 2,000 to 3,000 pounds, including the trailer with the firewood. But it made it through. It didn't stall out. It didn't really spin, except when we were completely full with a clog. But overall, it did pretty well. I've hired Hugh, my consultant. He is going to better prepare me for next year. I want to thank Hugh and Dane and Jesse. Hugh is a young man who's mature beyond his age. Very bright, articulate young man. It was a pleasure meeting him, and I could see him running a business someday. I could see him a C-level executive at a company someday. So I hope it's not the last time we cross paths, but it was a lot of fun, Hugh, and you got big things ahead of you, I guarantee you. So would we do it again? I'd like to. I say I will. Right now I'll say I will, but it's a tough ride, a tough drive, a 7-hour drive to get there, and unless somebody wants to run shotgun, it's quite a long drive, so I don't know.